Chef Pam. Welcome to my kitchen. Hello, I'm Chef Pam. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're working on Jeremy Boswell's spare ribs. So the first thing I've done is I've thawed them out properly in the refrigerator. It took a day. And then I've taken them out, I've rinsed them off, and I've dried them with a very dry, clean towel. I'm going to trim off a little bit of the excess fat, but all of this other fat in here is great for flavor and keeps the meat nice and tender. Again, with a dry towel, as you can see, there's a lot of moisture. I'm just going to blot that off with a clean, dry towel. Okay, to the back side of the rib, this is the back side, I like to sprinkle Lowry's seasoning salt. And you want to do this not too much, because the salt can actually be a little overpowering, but just enough to coat all of the meat. I take my hands and just sort of rub it all in. This helps tenderize too. To the top side, I make my own rub. And so we have a little bit of brown sugar, some cayenne pepper, black pepper, cumin, garlic powder, and salt, along with some chili powder, any kind you like. I mix this all together. And because this has salt in it, I'm not going to add salt to the top of the meat. Now I'm going to place this liberally on top of the meat. This is actually a two-step process. We're going to take it out to the grill, get some nice char marks on this, nice smoky char flavor. Then we're going to bring it back in and cook it in the oven. You can actually prepare this part of the meat ahead of time and let the rub sit on it for extra flavor. A couple of hours is great. Okay, now we're going to take this out to the grill. So as you see, the grill has been prepared by having it nice and clean and oiled. We have it on very hot. We want it on a high heat because we want this to become very charred. I'm putting it down first. You hear a nice sizzle. That's exactly what you want. And now we're going to go ahead and close that so that the meat becomes encased in all of the smoke. Okay, it's been a couple of minutes. Let's have a look. All right, oh, that's perfect. You want that char on there. I'm gonna flip them over, cook them a little bit on the other side, then we'll put them in some foil and right into the oven they go. Let's close the lid to get all that smoke. Okay, let's check. All right, they're perfectly done. So what I have here are 2 pieces of heavy-duty foil. I'm going to take the ribs and put them on the foil, shiny side. And now I'm going to fold this over very tightly. And I do this twice. I'm going to flip this over and do it again so that we make sure that we're actually steaming the ribs. And into my 325 degree oven they go for the next couple of hours. While the spare ribs are in the oven, this is where the spare ribs come from, we are going to prepare our Western style rib. It's actually cut from the shoulder area, but it is called a Western or country rib. Okay, these are Jeremy's Western style ribs, and normally you get 6 to a pack. You again want to follow proper thawing procedures, so leave them in the bag, let them thaw out in the refrigerator overnight. Otherwise you can put them in cold water for 30 minutes, change the water every 30 minutes, keep changing it, and it probably will take about maybe 3 hours. Okay, as you can see, some of them have a lot of meat on them and some of them have a little more fat. We will trim some of this fat. Some of them have bone in them and some of them don't. We're going to leave the bone in because bone is flavor. But remember when you cook that at the end to remove it. So I'm going to trim this down a little bit, about like that. And now we're going to, as a rib, we're going to flavor it with some of the same things that you would use for the spare rib. So I have granulated garlic, some chili powder, some chili flakes, some pepper, some cloves, cumin, and salt, along with brown sugar. And now we're going to generously rub this over the meat. Just like that. And I'm going to put it in a cooking vessel that is oven safe. And now season the other side. We're going to cover this with foil tightly and put it in a 325-degree oven. We will cook it for 2 hours, then we will take it out of the oven, remove some of the fat liquid, and place it back into the oven. Place the foil over top tightly. I'll see you in 2 hours. Okay, they're done. I've pulled them from the oven. Now it's time to plate them. So I just take them right out, put them on my platter or the plate. Make sure you remove the bones that are in there. And then I go ahead and put my barbecue sauce over top of these. You can check my recipe out on cookingwithchefpam.com or use your favorite barbecue sauce. Sometimes when I'm out of mine, I like to use Sweet Baby Ray. I'm going to pop these right back into the oven again for about 15 minutes to let the barbecue sauce penetrate the meat. Thanks for watching. Jeremy Boswell's meat came from his beautiful Emmett Ridge Farm. You can go to cookingwithchefpam.com for all of the details.